we work in. First of all, in food security, if you can just raise your yield a couple of tons and you only make enough food to get through half of the year, and then you don't have enough, and then you have a couple of tons and you can make it through the whole year, this is food security. Just that alone. But if you can also reduce the amount of inputs, then you have, of course, additional money. So, if you have only a small amount of land and you're trying to grow rice to get through the year, and then you raise your yields enough that you can take some of your rice land out of rice and put it into other diversified crops and still have enough to get through the year. So this is also food security. I mean, SRI, it's just a trick question. SRI is made for food security questions. Another thing that's really attractive about SRI in areas that are food insecure, and also even in war zones and post-conflict, is that you come with best management practices and you say, I have a lot of inputs and seeds and things you have to buy, and this is for the food, this is for the best management practices. And then if you don't have enough money or that, then you can scale back or you can use less and less. But when you go with the SRI, you say, well, you just start with whatever you have. You don't have to buy anything, and then if you want to, you can add more and more and more. So just the extension method alone makes it more accessible to people to begin that have less. So yesterday, Como was talking about the fact that the stronger root systems will allow you to grow your old traditional varieties that maybe you couldn't if you put a lot of inorganic fertilizers on them that would just fall over. So it's increasing the biodiversity and the ability of people to bring back their traditional varieties in some areas. And also in terms of, Ahli was talking about food security in terms of marketing, is that right? You can actually get more in the market selling traditional varieties, or organic and fair trade, or red and black rice. So I guess if you're increasing your amount of money you're getting, I guess that's also included in food security. And SRI is a climate smart, called climate smart agriculture, which means it's not just helping farmers adapt to climate change, but also helping mitigate climate change. Well, I'm not talking about mitigation, because that's not food security, though that's reduction in the methane from not flooding your fields, and also from not using a lot of chemicals, which increases the carbon footprint by transport, use, and manufacture of chemicals. But back to the adaptation. I think I already mentioned this morning. In the Philippines, they have so many disasters, they're trying SRI into their disaster programs because it helps farmers to reduce their vulnerability to flood and drought, and also severe storm if plants don't lodge. So, I guess if you're not losing your entire yield, that also increases your food security. Well, I think I talked my 5 minutes now. So, I guess I'll just stop here. Thank you, Lucy. Okay.
Dear Lucy Bakonsi, food SRI boleh dilihat dari segi hasil itu.